pretty good we finally got a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's fantastic. Oh, okay, don't tell me. Say that again. Oh, shit.
The Fantastic Four is one of the most iconic and well-known superhero teams in comic book history. They've been brought to the small screen on some occasions through the 70s, 90s and 2000s, but their cinematic versions haven't had much success or love both critically or financially. Since 1994, we've had 4 cinematic iterations of the Fantastic Four. If I say 4 anymore, I'm gonna walk out the fucking door and die! But I want to take a look at just the 2005 and 2015 films for today, with one I appreciate for being dumb fun, and another I view as just fucking dumb.
It's clobbering time!
It's catchy, right?
This film focuses on telling the origin story of the team, as they gain their powers from cosmic rays from space and figure out a way to turn back to normal before eventually accepting them in the end. This was one of those comic book movies that wasn't taken this seriously, but it's one I used to watch a lot growing up, so there's some nostalgia in it for me. From its lighthearted tone, feeling of family, power struggles, and its sense of humor. I still laugh every time there's a funny joke.
Captain on the bridge!
What an asshole! One of my favorite parts of the movie is the cast portraying these characters and the chemistry they share. Ian Grufford feels like he was born to play Reed Richards. He manages to portray Reed's intelligence and charm while still being a bit dorky and humorous. I like how Jessica Alba and Michael Chiklis portray Sue and Ben, but it's motherfucking Chris Evans who steals the spotlight as Johnny Storm.
2 hearts got busted last time. Maybe she's not over it either.
Wow, Dr. Phil, that's deep.
Is it true what they say about him, that he can expand any part of his anatomy?
Well, I've always found him to be a little limp.
Johnny!
He is like the most awesome, charming, funniest, and biggest jackass of the movie, and I love him for it.
Where are your ears?
Something else I like about this movie is that they don't go out and fight crime like you would usually expect for a superhero movie. But that's kind of the point. These characters get these honestly disturbing powers, and outside from Johnny, they don't want them. This is made very clear with the Thing, who, because of his changed appearance, ends up being looked at weirdly by everyone and ends up unrealistically losing his fiancée. Yeah, I never got that. What, your soon-to-be husband looks like a rock-solid being and you just leave him? Wow, that's some rock-hard racism. In fact, I love how each character deals with their state and fame. Ben is obviously unable to cope with how he looks, but ends up meeting someone who blindly tells him that being different isn't that bad. That was a terrible joke, I'm so sorry.
Being different isn't always a bad thing.
Trust me, this ain't one of them times.
Not if you don't want it to be.
Johnny embraces his powers and growing fame, therefore does some pretty reckless stuff like flat out embarrassing his family on live TV.
What do you call that thing?
That's it. The Thing.
Okay, now I'm gonna go kill him.
I also like how Reed and Sue still have feelings for each other, but Reed was the one who was afraid to go further while Sue was the one who was ready. I mean, it's predictable that they get back together in the end, but again, their performances make it enjoyable to watch.
You know, there is no me in Victor. Never was.
Well, I guess that's what I thought you always wanted. A stronger man.
Another highlight of the movie for me is Reed and Ben's friendship. I love how close they are and how helpful they are to each other, especially when Reed promises Ben that he'll be normal again and is so hesitant to make a mistake.
So how long till this contraption's up and running?
I don't know, it's hard to say.
How long, Reed?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You don't want this to get worse.
Worse than that?
What a dick! I love the fight that they have after Doom makes Ben think Reed is being slack by being with Sue, which is ironic because Ben was the one who was trying to get Reed to be with Sue again earlier in the movie.
I spent my whole life protecting you, and for what? So you can play Twister with your girlfriend while I'm the freak of the week?
I mean, sure, there's things that don't work, like the CGI looking kind of dated, the pacing's a bit slowed, and honestly, Doom's kinda lame. I don't know too much about how Dr. Doom is really meant to be, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be this impulsive billionaire who blames the fall for the mission's failure and his stockholders bailing out on him. Still, he's at least an imposing and entertaining villain, even if he's nerfed compared to his comic self. And Julian McMahon, though probably not the Doom, still gives an enjoyable performance. Sad to hear though that he passed away from cancer on July 2nd in this year. Rest in peace, man. What this movie mainly gets right for me is the team themselves. From their performances and chemistry, I get this feeling that these characters are a family. They laugh, they cry, they fight, and that's what families do. I'm not saying that this is a great movie, it's far from it. I just find this to be a faithful enough version of the team and I enjoy it for what it is.
Man, I love this job.
Job, huh?
Well, we do have the suits.
It grossed $333 million against a budget of $100 million, which was enough to spawn a sequel 2 years later. That one's slightly better than this one. It's got more action, the stakes are higher, the humor is the same, and the family themes are still there. But Doom is still a doll, the military guys are dumbasses, and the CGI is passable, but still looks fake. And that one grossed $300 million against a $130 million budget, earning less but still considered a success. Which the same cannot be said for the next film.
Perfect.
Oh boy, where do I start with this disaster of a film? This was another one of those superhero movies ruined by studio interference. Director Josh Trank wanted to give this body horror take on the team and take inspiration from films like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, The Fly, and The Thing. But the studio didn't like that and rewrote and reshot scenes, turning Trank's possibly 2 hours and 20-minute version into an hour and 40-minute bore fest. Once again, this one tries to tell the origin story of the team. This time, instead of going to space, they develop this dimension teleporter where the planet they go to ends up giving them powers. Except they don't get their powers until 45 minutes into the movie. Everything before that is just slow, boring, and filled with moments that are supposed to build character and chemistry, but instead come across as pointless filler. Everything after that point is terrible, sloppy, unintentionally funny, and just fucking dumb. The whole point of these characters being together and going over to this world just doesn't make sense. These characters already knew each other in previous versions, so they already had this synergy and bond. In this movie, it's just Reed and Ben who know each other the most.
Reed, look at this place. You belong here. I've been here 2 minutes and I already know that.
I'm just going to school here. That's where I'm going to be working.
Looks like you're home, buddy.
But even then, Ben isn't even part of the building of this thing, and he only went with them to this world because Reed's drunk ass wanted them to come. Yeah, their reason to going into the world is stupid as well.
We have to start thinking about sending men.
Yeah, us.
Look, I won't deny that what you've created here is incredible, but this isn't the school science fair anymore. We have to bring in help now.
So they get drunk, whine about it, and say,
why don't we go first? God, this thing works. We can go up there, take 5 minutes. We're gonna be the first people over there, okay? Screw those guys.
That's a pretty weak scenario compared to the accidental cosmic ray hitting them in space as they study cosmic clouds. The characters themselves feel like watered down versions of the team. Reed doesn't seem like he's the smartest guy there. Johnny is fine and cocky enough, but he just does not compare to Chris Evans' portrayal.
Oh, this guy doesn't take orders well.
Yeah, especially from people who say shit like, I don't take orders well. Oh yeah, this one is definitely going on Instagram. Now you promised me we'll still be cool after I dust your ass.
You guys sure you're in the best shape to be doing this?
Yeah.
Victor though is just straight up dog shit. In this one, Victor's an antisocial programmer who doesn't trust the government, thinking they're destroying the Earth.
Think about it. People running the Earth are the same ones running it into the ground, so maybe it deserves what it's got coming to it.
Dr. Doom over here.
Get it? He gets left behind on the planet and is revealed to be alive, somehow. This bit is 1 year later, by the way. But hearing the government wanting to go to this world gets him thinking they'll destroy it, so he plans to destroy the Earth.
You couldn't resist coming back. It's not enough to ruin your world. Now you want to ruin mine. If this world must die, so that mine may live, so be it.
Again, pretty shit reason compared to the last one, where he just blames Reed for everything going wrong.
You ruined the lives of 4 people.
We're both to blame. I told you to abort.
I put my company, my name, billions of dollars on the line. I will not let you make me look like a fool.
The other film's Victor wasn't perfect, but his turn as Dr. Doom was a lot more believable than this one. Doom himself just looks terrible. I mean, I like the idea of his suit being fused into his body, but he looks more like a crash test dummy that glows green. He's not even that powerful. He does have a moment of killing people for like a minute, but all he does during this finale / one and only fight scene is just shoot rocks and debris at Ben and Johnny, gives Reed a stretch, and tries to crush Sue. Yeah, they only fight once, and the fight itself is so shit. This fight goes for 7 minutes, and it still feels like no one had a worthy hit against him. Okay, surely there's something good about this movie, right? Well, the actors do a decent enough job portraying these characters. I mean, Toby Kebbell as Doom is not good, but he at least tried with what he's given.
Hey, thank you.
Miles Teller and Kate Mara are okay as Reed and Sue, despite them not sharing as much chemistry, especially compared to Grufford and Alba.
Am I that predictable?
Everybody is.
Well, you're wrong. I don't want to be famous. I just want my work to make a difference.
Well, here you are, Captain Nemo. Go for it.
The Thing's CGI is awesome, and given to how the rest of the effects look in this movie, these effects are rock solid.
That we can agree on.
The score is enjoyable at best. It was the most entertaining thing while I was watching these boring ass scenes play out. The best part of the movie is when it actually leans into the body horror elements like Josh Trank intended. The part with the thing is so well done in my opinion. You really feel for Ben's pain and Reed's look of horror. This bit alone is the best part of the movie.
Reed, what happened to me?
I don't know, but I'm gonna figure this out.
Please, help me, Reed.
The worst thing about this movie though, it's the fucking dialogue. The dialogue feels like it's just there to explain, and explain.
I truly believe that there is
An entirely new universe just beyond our ability to see. Yes, I've read your paper. Victor Von Doom is on here.
He started this project and devoted a decade of his life to
He set fire to your data servers before he left.
He's been active in covert operations with a 100% success rate, saving countless lives.
First, design. We figure out what went wrong and correct it. Then we build, then we send organic matter over there. But more importantly, we bring it back.
It's as if the movie is so afraid that you won't understand, so it has to over-explain things, but it ends up boring you anyway. I haven't even mentioned Franklin Storm yet, because all he has is just saying the most generic stuff. Listen to this dialogue and tell me it doesn't make you cringe.
That place could explain the origin of our species. Answers to questions we don't even know to ask yet. Johnny's your brother, but like it or not, he's family. Family means we take care of each other. Victor, we're not gods. We're just people. And we are stronger together than we are apart.
Each of you working together with a level of commitment and collaboration, putting aside petty squabbles.
Work together, and you can change the course of history.
It's a pretty good speech.
No, it wasn't. And don't even get me started on this awful fucking ending.
I think that the four of us should have a name because we're a team now and there's four of us, so we should come up with a name for it.
How about two guys, a girl, and the thing that nobody wanted?
The fuck you say to me?
It is so bad, but so hilarious.
Gotta say, it's fantastic.
Are you fucking kidding me? My God. Christ, what a fucking awful movie.
This movie was so bad, it scored 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. So bad that Josh Trank sent and deleted this tweet about his version getting scrapped. So bad that it grows $167 million against a $120 million budget. So bad that it's a miracle these actors still had careers after this. Fun fact, Kate Mara and Jamie Bell ended up dating and marrying each other after meeting on the set for this movie. So at least something good came out of this pile of shit. So yeah, in summary, both films stand out in their own way. The 2005 one is flawed but enjoyable with its cast and lighthearted tone, and the 2015 one is sloppy, boring, and another example of studio interference. So here's hope that First Steps is the first step of good Fantastic Four movies. Jesus Christ, these puns are getting out of control.